Okay guys, it's been a minute more than since I did a video, so I'm going to be doing a screen record, and today's topic is all about repurposing content. This will be part of my new weekly upload a video onto YouTube challenge. So let's start where all good ideas start, Notion. And as you can see, I'm in my beautiful studio. I won't spin around because it's actually just a bedroom. Okay, so this is Notion for those who are not familiar with it. It's a cool little platform where you can write down all your ideas, and you can have these nice little icons there, which is totally irrelevant. This is where I put all my ideas now. I've found that my notes become on Word documents, even on Google documents, can become a bit rambling, and they just kind of get lost in the ether. Whereas when I'm doing my notes on Notion, they're all in a nice place, and it doesn't really matter if they're rambling because it's got generally a good little index here on the side. Okay, so this is the general outline of what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be recording short videos. I'm using my free Loom allocation, and I'm going to try and keep things short and sweet, and then I'll just stick them together in a haphazard fashion when it comes to editing. So what are we doing today? What is the purpose? Well, the purpose is to repurpose. We are going to find a piece of content from Twitter, a thread. We're going to look at ones that may have done quite well when it comes to gaining new followers or engagement, and we're going to do a build it in public type video where I literally pick one. I haven't scripted any of this other than the script. It's not really a script anyway. So we are just going to go on, look at Twitter analytics on Tweet Hunter. We'll pick a thread, and we are going to then import that thread onto a platform called TypeShare. And from there, we will repurpose it as a Medium article, and we can also repurpose it as a LinkedIn post. That one, we may have to see how it goes, because depending on size, it might not really make a decent LinkedIn post, because I think there's a character limit. I'm not actually that active on LinkedIn, but either way, what we can do is we can trim it down to size, and then maybe just copy and paste the Medium article just a bit for a full length LinkedIn article, which you'll have to do manually. Anyway, so that's the intro, and as you can see, we've got everything we need open: Twitter, Tweet Hunter, TypeShare, LinkedIn, Medium. And as you'll be able to tell, the result will be of this video itself will be repurposed content. So it's a cycle. You've gone from using a thread, and then we may even choose a thread that was a tweet for a bonus point. So you've got a tweet, a thread, a TypeShare where we form that into a Medium article, a LinkedIn post, which can then be repurposed again for a longer LinkedIn blog. We can even then promote it as a email, which I'll probably do tomorrow, which is my email day, Wednesdays. And then this video will be the culmination of all of that repurposing put into one, which I can then tweet cycle. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's all about repurposing, and we're going to actually see how it's done. So that's the conclusion of the first rambling 5 minutes. Next up, we will be looking at Tweet Hunter to find the tweet we want to use. Cool. Okay, just a quick note. I have a terrible internet connection. So when I go from one different page to another, my face will disappear. Hopefully it won't affect the recording. Anyway, so what I've done is I've had to go into Tweet Hunter's analytics rather than go through the process because it's taking too long to go from one page to another. So this is the original piece of content that we are using as the base. It was a single tweet which I sent out 3 days ago, and it generated the most followers, and you could look at various other metrics, but this is one that clearly resonated with people. So I thought, let's change this, repurpose it, elaborate, and turn it into a thread. So this is the original tweet, which then became today's thread, and it's already done okay, I suppose. Okay, so this, I changed the hook, which is the opening tweet from the thread, and this is pretty much what we just saw from the other tweet, and then elaborate and so on and so forth. So that's our first piece of repurposing. I did that this morning, so it's a bit of a Blue Peter moment. Here's one I made earlier. So we have tweet to thread. Now, the next stage is we are going to repurpose or refit, rejig, however you want to phrase it. We are going to change it into a Medium article and possibly a LinkedIn post. It'll depend on what our characters are like, because I know LinkedIn posts do have a limit, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we're in TypeShare now. You can get a free account, which I have. I'll probably upgrade when my budget is a little bit healthier. So let's import from Twitter. I don't know how long this part's going to take because we are struggling. The internet here is shockingly bad. We'll also have to deal with something called load shedding, which if you don't know about it, you don't want to know. So, most recent. Well, unfortunately, it is not bringing up today's. I'm not sure why it's not doing that, but it's not playing ball. Anyway, we will try our best to import it, and we'll do another 5-minute video, but this is where you should be able to import whatever you like. Maybe because it's so new, TypeShare is not ready to import it. Either way, we're going to do another video in a second, and I will do my best to get that thread because I want that thread, I want that one. Anyway, give me a few minutes and we'll sort out this technical issue. But this is where you will import your work into TypeShare. And next we're going to look at what happens when we repurpose into a Medium article. Okay, why would you do that? I was just about to brag by saying I actually found the thing, and then it's gone and done me like this. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, man, yeah, we found you. You're 2 months in. I am now importing our thread. Why is the camera gone off? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's still recording. My rather unshaven, unkempt face has disappeared, but that's probably for the best in more ways than one. So, this is me. See, this is where it gives you the rundown of what you can do in TypeShare. Twitter, Medium, LinkedIn. Now, I've never done it the other way around, but the suggestion would be, I've gone very dark there for some reason. The suggestion is that you can, let's try and get a bit more light here. You can obviously reverse things if you want to. If you're a LinkedIn person, you can get yourself on Medium and Twitter. If you're a Medium person, Twitter, LinkedIn, however you want to go. So you are editing for all platforms. Now, obviously, I do not need to do this for Twitter, but we're going to go into Medium. Right, we are continuing. There's been a lot of technical stuff. I've been struggling slightly, and load shedding happened. So we're doing well. We're having a bit of a day. So we're going to have a look quickly in TypeShare. Now, you can edit on all platforms at the same time if you want through here. Whenever you go to each one, you can edit specifically for Medium, which I did. I kept most of it the same. At the bottom, I did this instead because the final thread doesn't make sense for Medium, so I changed it slightly, and this is a little cheeky lead into a funnel. And I did the same for LinkedIn. I had to change it a few places because we were over on the character count, but we are now under it. So once you've done all that, you go into update post, and I have already published it, but what you would then do is you would click on here and here to publish them individually. And you can do that if you just, let's say you just wanted to do Medium, or you just wanted to do LinkedIn, you just do them individually from there. So let's see if we can find them on their respective platforms without it crashing. I also hope this is recording because, man, nothing's going well. Nothing is going well, I'm afraid. So let's have a look. Home. Anytime you want. No, I don't. I hate the way LinkedIn does that. I'm not interested. I would like to go home. It's been a while since I've been on LinkedIn. I really need to. Oh, okay. It doesn't really want to show me what I've posted. Posts and activities. Let's have a look. Oh. Okay, so yep, here we are. So this is the post, and this is what it'll look like on LinkedIn. Scroll it down. It looks okay, actually. That's not too bad. Told people they should DM me because I thought that would be the better way to do it. I'm not 100% sure what LinkedIn's like with external outbound links. And I've heard that it's not a big fan of people leaving the platform, so that could mean that's their algorithm. They might drop you down. I don't post enough on LinkedIn really for that to be that relevant to me. So I'm just going to move me over here. Yep. Stories, articles. Anyway, it has posted on LinkedIn, so if our video runs out of time, published. Let's have a look. Okay, there we are. And for some reason we've published this twice, so I'm going to have to go in and delete one of them. Okay, so there you go. We have repurposed for LinkedIn and Medium. Conclusion coming. Okay, so sorry, I had to rush the last segment slightly because, excuse me, because burp, indeed. So we have gone from this process. We had a single tweet. This morning I repurposed that into a thread, and within the last sort of 30 minutes or so, removing the technical errors, we then used TypeShare, and we were able to form that thread into something that was more suitable for Medium, and we were able to reform it into a LinkedIn post. LinkedIn posts, I believe, have a character limit of 2,900, which means they have to be relatively short. TypeShare, I need to use it more often, actually. I think it's a really cool little platform. You can I don't know how it would actually work, but you can edit all of them at the same time, but it does give you that handy little function where you edit just for that platform. And there you go. We adapted the tweet. It's more of an adapt and repurpose, but we then repurposed that thread. So we now have 3 separate bits of content. And what will happen next is I will put this video together. I'll just do a quick edit, thumbnail, description, and then it's going to go up onto YouTube. From there, we can repurpose more. We'll definitely be repurposing some of it for tomorrow's email. So that's going to be repurposement number 4. We will then, this videos are great for content for Twitter. So it's probably this video will go back onto Twitter. It can then be embedded again into a future email. I'll upload it as a bonus lesson onto the mini course, which I've linked into the Medium article. And should someone actually be interested, I'll also direct message them on LinkedIn to give them a link to the mini course. And I'll probably copy and paste the Medium article onto a longer LinkedIn article, and I might actually post that through Pillars of Progress, because I have a LinkedIn page specifically for Pillars. So you can start to see just how much content you can get from one source. It can all bundle together, and you could, if you wanted, really go for it and probably have about 2 or 3 cycles of repurposing content. Now, that doesn't mean just rehashing and repeating yourself. It just means you are maximizing that one thing you posted and put it onto different platforms, because different platforms, different audiences, but it all becomes this sort of positive cycle of content. And I mean, what better advertisement than being able to use something and then reuse it for other purposes? So you can probably think of how this would benefit you. You might now think, well, I never really considered Medium, but now I may as well be doing it, because if you're producing a minimum of a thread per week, you could be writing an article a week, and you don't have to invest in a WordPress site. There is a big audience on Medium, and I think TypeShare is pretty user friendly. You'll make a couple of blunders here and there. I accidentally published this twice today. Never mind. But there you go. You could be a Medium contributor, and you can make money off that depending on where you are in the world. YouTube, you could be a YouTuber. I don't even know if that's the correct term. Anyway, repurpose endlessly. Obviously, make sure it's good content, but you really should be doing that anyway. Anyway, I'm going to go before the God knows whatever technical errors might happen. Okay, cool. See you on the timeline.